Hello and welcome to GeekSpaceTV, home of glitter. Oh god, I knocked a thing and all of my screens over here turned off. That's fine. Everything's back. Hello, welcome. Chat, thank you for all of your ideas. We may or may not have now discussed creating custom glitter classes. Like a glitter bard, glitter wizard, glitter monk, glitter barbarian. So stay tuned for those, I guess. Presta glittertation.
Wow.
Glitter storm. That's amazing.
Yep. So hello, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new here, we are GeekSpaceTV, a Seattle-based broadcasting studio, and we're very excited today to present the second half of the final non-profit Seattle-based. Thank you. We are a non-profit, and our mission is diversity and inclusion, increasing and promoting diversity and inclusion within gaming and geek spaces. So we're very excited to present the second half of the final episode of Clique, our 4-part mini-series that we've been doing during a season break, which has been an amazing opportunity to bring in streamers from local and non-local areas, which is not something we're always doing during our season. So it's been really awesome to play with these amazing ladies, and one amazing lady who could not be here today because medical is complicated and the world is hard. But she is missed, and also I hope I am portraying the best version of Lulu that I could possibly portray today.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
so,
she's awesome.
Just a few quick reminders. This coming Wednesday will be the first episode of our Season 3 of Leviathan, Distant Stars, one of our other non-break shows, and Friday we are going to be doing a short run, or single episode, I should say, one shot of BFF, a RPG game. I believe it's of girlhood, friendship, and something else, but it is made by a mother-son duo. It's up on Kickstarter now, so check out that link that just got posted in chat, and it's super cute. So we're going to be doing one episode of that next week. We're still working out exactly what time that's going to be at, but we will be live by 6 p.m. Next week. We will also be doing a wind down to talk about the current state of the studio and upcoming events and things like that. And why we're doing a fundraiser. On the 26th of May. Thank you. I started talking before she finished talking, so good work. There's a cord here.
Nobody noticed.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Other things, thank you so much for being here. If you would like to help support the stream, you're already doing one of those amazing ways, which is being here, watching it. If you're able to do so, tweeting it out, sharing it, promoting it, telling your friends and family to be here are all wonderful. Hosting the streams and such as that. If you are able to support financially, we do truly appreciate it. It helps us fund the shows, pay the people who work here and work behind the scenes and in front of the screens, and behind the screens and in front of the scenes, something like that. So thank you in advance for your generosity, your donations, and your support. With that, let's really quickly remind our audience who our players are and who they are playing, starting in the opposite direction with Cheryl.
Hi, everybody. I am Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite on Twitter and Twitch, and I am playing Nora Quid, who is a halfling monk of the shadow variety. And there you go.
Megan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Megan Connell. I'm a psychologist and therapeutic dungeon master, and I am playing Lyra, the ASMR Bard.
And PB.
I am PB, and I am playing Tad, the bloody, the overly optimistic barbarian.
Is there any other kind of barbarian? I hope not.
There shouldn't be.
For those who are just tuning in or maybe have forgotten in our break, the crew has been making their way through a series of tunnels after having rescued one of their party members.
Series of tubes.
They had an interlude, an intermission, I should perhaps, of their performance with some giant spiders and an ettercap, which they successfully gutted, destroyed, and skinned a portion of, and are now also carrying the ettercap on a stick. So its body is now flopped over 3 goblins, which they convinced to come with them on this mission, along with Simon Cooper, the former, well, he's still a mercenary, but the former mercenary who was trying to kidnap them, and now mercenary that's working with them.
Yeah.
As they venture deeper into a series of tunnels, having crossed a waterfall pouring over the trail down a sheer cliff face, down a 200-foot drop. They successfully navigated that perilous journey portion of their journey and are now venturing deeper into the tunnels. Anora leading the way, stealthed much better with the distraction of these 3 goblins with an ettercap body slung over their heads and the head on a pike as they are walking down, pretending not really successfully to be this ettercap. Hopefully trying to distract any potential future enemies that may be down these tunnels. Behind them is Lyra and Tad with a sling of Lulu, their semi-conscious dragonborn wizard, who is trussed up still in the webbing because it makes her much easier to carry, and Simon taking up the back of the group. Anora, as you move your way forward, silently, quietly in these shadows, please give me your perception check to see what is down the way.
That was better than last time. Where is my mouse pointer?
And typically, I just so you know, I normally just use these for a matter of like, how soon do you gain this information? The answer,
Not soon.
The answer with a 5 is that you gain the information very late.
Look, in my defense, it is very compelling to watch 3 goblins controlling an ettercap. There's a lot going on. It's a high production value situation. Why would I look down the hallway when that's right there?
For anyone who has ever seen like a dragon dance where you have the person controlling the head and then like the 3 people on the body and they're like well coordinated. Now imagine that, but terrible and with a dead body on a pike. And that's basically what's happening.
Yeah. Eyes locked on that shit right there.
Yeah, no, you can't, like, not watch that.
Yeah. So you're pretty distracted. So you pretty much realize that the cave has opened slightly wider into more of a cavern. It's been a fairly narrow kind of varying from, like, 3 feet where you're sort of scooching through to, like, 5 to 10 feet. But it sort of opens up into a much more, like, kind of 50-foot in its full directions either side cavern with a higher ceiling, and you just sort of stumble into it. Thankfully, you have a very high stealth, so you stumble into it with a few seconds to do whatever you want to do to tell the goblins. As you look, and in this cavern, you very clearly see 4 humanoid figures taking what you might suspect to be the end of a short rest, as if they maybe decided to sit down for 30 minutes in a safe area and tend to their injuries and whatnot. You would be able to just make out the 4 figures and kind of like stop yourself before you get to any of their attention. But you have a very short amount of time to make it whatever decision you're going to make.
Okay. Well, the whole plan was that we were going to cue them on a performance, and then I was going to go try to cause some mayhem over there, I think.
Yep. Mayhem around somewhere. I mean, I don't know what you mean by over there.
Where the people are.
Okay.
The resting people.
Because you want to be where the people are. You want to see them resting?
I want to see them burn. That's what I want to see.
Oh God, Tad's been rubbing off on you.
Is there, I mean, do they have a fire?
It does not look like they have a fire. They were not resting for long enough. They do appear to have like a stone that someone like has a cantrip on it.
Ooh.
Are they close? Are they like? Or I'm not up there.
You are not up there. Yeah, you got Tad and Lyra and Simon have no idea. Like Anora, you have enough time to either go back and like warn the goblins and stop them. You can choose to like stealth around and just kind of let the goblins show up.
If I can step back and warn them, I will do that. I will do the old Homer Simpson, take a couple steps back, tell them to wait.
What is it? What is it? What's up there?
Humans are sleeping. I'm going to get the rest.
They're sleeping?
Well, they're resting.
Oh.
The goblins are happy.
Ooh, they're like, we like sneaking up on people when they're sleeping. They're really easy to stab.
Yeah, I'm into that.
I like the way you're thinking. Let's have more people ready for stabbing.
Okay.
So
They look like they're about to drop the Ettercap then and pull out their weapons when you say that.
Oh, so they. I mean,
What are we doing?
I don't want to crush your spirit. So if stabbing's what you want to do, that's fine. You were doing really well with the puppetry.
So are we pretending to be the thing?
Yes.
Nah.
Nah?
Nah. Honestly, I have plans for this thing. So now that we know we're not going to get killed and these goblins aren't going to act as a shield, I'll just go ahead and take the Ettercat back.
So at this point, like, you all sort of bunch up in the tunnel, just and Tad and Lyra like catch up, and so you have like maybe 10 feet into the tunnel, so too much noise, and they definitely will notice you. You're at most 60 feet away from them.
Perfect.
As like Tad reaches over and grabs this body, and the goblin's like,
What's the plan?
I, on my signal, ready, and I cast Shatter.
Shatter? Okay.
Right in the center of them.
All right. In the center of the group. So you kind of move your way to the outside of the tunnel. You cast this in the center of this group, and they will all roll their con saves DC 14.
It's too bad. It's too bad you don't have a spell that just like makes them start dancing.
Okay.
That's a 6th level spell, Otto's Irresistible Dance.
Alright.
Two of them save,
That's called music.
and two of them do
It's
not.
called our music.
Yeah.
All right.
Dance party.
All right.
So for the ones that saved, it's half damage.
Okay. And the damage is 15.
Yes.
Okay.
You just like slaughter all those people.
It's a solid amount, but it's not a. Give me a second. Okay. As you throw this in the center of them, the cave echoes. What does it sound like when you cast Shatter?
Oh, just like do you know Tommy the musical?
Yes.
So that first like guitar slam that comes out and just pushes everybody away super loud.
They all kind of like
I'm into it.
stumble backwards and like scramble to get to their feet. They all, like, it was a short rest. Most of them still seem to have like weapons either within reach or near them, but they are definitely surprised as you pop this spell off in the room. There is a thrum as it kind of echoes down the hallway, and the light, for whatever reason, the light on the rock that you have just sort of flares up for a moment, and you are just like backlit from the group of you as you are standing there. What does your pose
blood
look
and
like?
guts.
What does your pose look like? Like, tell me what they see as they stand up.
I'm very flexible, so I'm doing the whole like bring my leg around and just holding so yeah, leg and arm
Like
kind
some
of
Sailor Moon stuff happening right
yeah,
now?
Sailor Moon,
Like-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Guitars
Lyra.
out, like arm up from having just done the huge strum.
Okay. I will go ahead and point one finger at them like a "we want you" type thing, or like a Backstreet pose or something. But I'm gonna have the Ettercat like skewered still back now on my javelin, and I'm just gonna be standing there with it like, yeah.
I
So we have,
really
like, the
wish I
three
could
goblins
play
right in front of
Tommy's
us
The
with
Who.
swords.
And panties on there.
Simon is like,
Yep. Yeah.
and the
Good job, Simon.
goblins
Good
are
job,
like,
Simon.
yeah!
You're doing great.
They just are like, they don't even notice as they begin running. The group like sort of pauses and are like,
Instead of using this to attack, we strike
Yeah,
a pose.
you strike a pose. Sorry. I decided that's what you would do.
Because I had the glitter from the spiderweb incident.
Oh yeah, do you just throw?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
brought
like-
forward as part of the
Glitter cloud.
As you kind of throw it in front of you and all this light sparkles and dances, and you make an entrance.
Yes! Yes! A cast dramatic entrance.
Successfully. Very,
Battle.
very successfully. All right, with that, everybody please roll me initiative.
Ooh.
Makes sense our lead singer would get a good initiative roll. I mean, that's just how that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Yep, nice. Lyra's coming in on 20. All right, the goblins. Give me a second. Oh.
And I, I'm looking at the goblins, encouraging them as much as I can. I want them to feel like they're part of the band right now.
Simon did all right. All right, Lyra's on 20. And Nora is on 13.
Did mine go through?
Yep, you're on 18. Tad is on 18, and then they are on nearly a 20, but not a 20. All right, so first up is going to be Lyra.
Can I pick out which one's the magic user?
Yes. You can. Well, from this distance, you have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Well, they have light on. Sorry, let me just sort of... Everyone's going on 13, as I had a lot of people on the same number. Okay. You would take a look at the group. From what you can see, there are 4 of them. Two of them definitely stood up and have bows notched. Like, they are very clearly using a longbow. Another one pulled out, he's got a sword and a shield. And then the last one, you think they have like a sort of a scimitar or something like that. Much more lighter weapon. You would suspect that they are probably the magic user.
I'm gonna go ahead and mock them.
Okay.
Look at it and be like, "You've never seen an entrance like that, and you never will again."
Ooh.
Oh, with 1 point of psychic
Mastery,
damage.
1 point of psychic damage.
They
And
were like, we didn't want to.
they just look at you, they succeed on their saving throw, and they're just like, you have, and they just sort of shake their head, and they're like, you made a huge mistake, as they look around the cavern that the walls had reverberated off of.
And for the bonus action, since I got all my inspiration back since we took a short rest, I'll go ahead and Mantle of Inspiration. Let's give it to Nora.
I don't need it.
Well, because we can do, it's temporary hit points, and again, they stack.
Okay. Okay.
So, Tad, I know you're going to probably be okay because you'll do Raging,
Yeah.
so let's give
Yeah.
5 to Nora, 5 to Simon, and then 2 of the goblins. So the goblin leader that like took one for the team, he can get 5.
Oh, so he's got
And
an
then-
extra 10, an extra 5.
Then the one to his right will get 5.
Okay. He's like,
Yeah, I feel good. I'm ready. I don't know what that was, but it was good.
all right. That puts us at Tad.
Yes. Okay. So since I do have the skewered enemy on one weapon, I will use another weapon, and I would like to try to identify the mercenary that stole Lulu.
Oh.
Okay.
And I want to like charge at that guy and intimidate. Like, I'm covered in blood. I've got a weird wolf pelt on me that's wearing a webbed crown, and I've got a beast on a weapon, you know, that I'm like carrying with me. And then I'll take my pike, I guess, and I will try to stab this guy and take
Okay.
him by surprise. And
I assume one of them has like holes in his clothes, and you can tell that's the guy.
Yeah.
yeah, from the acid. Yeah. Well, also just maybe.
Yeah. As you
So
you
can I?
charge
Since
forward?
we did a short rest,
Yeah.
can I do the rage and then the?
You still have a rage left, even without the
Okay.
short rest.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
you can join. You can rage as a bonus action, and I think you still had one left because you hadn't used it. As you recklessly attack, it's your first
Yep.
attack this turn. You charge forward, blood glitter. You, I assumed, all re-glittered yourself up after having
yeah.
lost
Yeah,
most of it.
yes.
Mhm. Don't forget the body's covered in glitter too.
Yes,
Ettercap.
yes. Wait,
Yeah.
and are you carrying the Ettercap?
Yeah. Like, well, it's like here on its thing. Yes, it's silly, I know, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I want to intimidate this guy, and hopefully it works.
Okay, are you attacking him or are you just rolling to intimidate?
What happens if I successfully intimidate him? Does that mean I then get to attack him and he can't really respond?
Well, what
Or
are you
is
trying to
there-
achieve out of intimidating him? Typically, intimidating
Just to
is
surprise
to make...
attack him so that he doesn't really have a chance to retaliate.
Make him more dead.
Well, I don't think I can take him down in one hit.
No,
It's-
you
I just
probably
want him to
can't.
be surprised and yeah,
Um,
to not really defend against my stick because I'm carrying, so I'm not going to be at an advantage. So I'm trying to kind of like offset the fact that I'm still carrying this Ettercap when I attack him, so that it's not
okay,
like just a
I
complete
will.
failure.
Yes, I will say because because I would normally say if
Yeah.
by dragging a body behind you, you would
Yeah,
have
like
disadvantage.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
So roll me, I'm actually gonna say instead we're gonna net it out so that you're able to get advantage because you throw him off his balance. So he is
Okay.
less prepared to defend you. He will still be able to, against you, he will still be able to attack you.
Okay.
But
Okay,
you will
that's
be able to keep your advantage that you would normally have because you are throwing him off his game.
Okay, good. All right.
As you like trundle forward, dragging a body behind you.
Yeah. It's not even dragging. I'm like carrying him up.
So because
for
you still
display.
have your reckless attack advantage, you take the 15. Wait, against him? That will just hit.
Yes.
That will just hit.
Yes.
Okay. And roll.
And then do I add something on?
You need to roll
that
your
then?
damage. And then because you chose to rage with your bonus action, you're adding +2 to that damage.
Okay. So 15, right? Because I'm not at, or no, I am at advantage.
Click the thing that says pike underneath. It'll give you your damage.
Oh, perfect.
Here. Okay. The 7.
Oh, there we go.
All right. So
So
you
9.
and you are going for
Bachelor number 1.
Yep.
wait. Okay. You're going for the one. He looked like he got reeled by the spell, the shatter spell. And so he was thrown off balance. You smack into him. And so he has now taken that much damage. And he just sort of tilts slightly as you just ream into him with your pike. Like you have so many weapons. Just like, which weapon should I choose?
Well, this one's already got a Bonnie on it, so
Simon
Yes, I need to decorate this one.
kind of hesitates and he sort of looks at them and you see that moment where he's like, oh, maybe trying to murder my friends was or the people I was working with was a bad idea. And then he sees you charge ahead and
Yeah,
stab
he
him and
does.
he sort of shrugs. And he looks at the group and he's going to go also for the same person that you're attacking.
Yes.
And
Simon.
oh no, he's probably going to miss.
Please don't hit me, Simon.
Oh, actually no, he hits. He just
Yes.
hits.
Woo. Good job, Simon. I knew you had it in you.
And he lands a solid attack.
How do you like the taste of betrayal now?
Someone looks at me, he's like, wait, who's betraying who? I'm confused.
Oh, I was talking to the guy who was getting hit by Simon. I was
Simon's
just getting
confused.
right up in his face. Like, how do you like betrayal now?
The goblins just run in and they're like, yeah! And they start heading towards one of the archers and they just like start wailing on it. Both of them, one of them hits and the other two miss. And they go for, they're not really smart, so they're not gonna help you guys out too much.
It's okay.
Okay. And that puts it at Anora's turn.
So how many of the enemies have been engaged at this point?
I think there is the mage that was targeted, and I would actually let me correct slightly because I got some of my spells mixed up. It looked, from what you could tell, there was a fire, but it wasn't, it was a magical fire, as if a produced flame sort of light source. So you would, it was not light because I got confused about who has what spell slots. So there is the mage-looking person, the one with just a sword. There is I think it's a scimitar. There is the guy who is being attacked by Tad. He had the sword and the shield, who's being attacked by Tad and Simon. There is one of the archers that is being mobbed by a group of goblins, and there is one unmobbed, unattacked archer.
Okay.
Oh, so there's 5 of them or 4?
There's 4.
Okay.
I will go for the archer, the unattacked archer.
The unattacked archer. Okay. Are you trying to running all the way up to them? How do you attack?
Yes. Yeah. I want to like slide into them if I can. Very.
Punch him in his squishy parts.
You trying to go for go for a low, like a kneecap stab? Okay. Give me the roll. Roll it.
Okay.
You're trying to hamstring them.
I know how much that hurts, and it is a lot. But don't
The
think
11
that
will
hits.
miss. You can still take your bonus unarmed
Awesome.
Punch him in the kneecap.
Punch him
and
in.
be like, no, that didn't work. And that will hit.
Yeah,
The
it's all
19.
a distraction technique.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spiky.
And then, like, you get him, like, clock him in the side of the knee, and it kind of, like, jars slightly. For 6 bludgeoning damage. He don't look happy. So she's not say this one's a she. She's not in great shape. She got really
Don't
hit
skip
by that
leg
shatter
day.
spell. However, the one that is attacking you, Tad, being like, betrayal sucks, and is just gonna try and stab you with the sword.
Very eloquent.
Okay.
Your AC was 14, right?
Yes.
He is going to hit you.
Yes. Bring it
And,
on.
He's actually going to use the multi-attack, so his first one's coming over for 6 points of damage, which it is
Do I half that?
slashing, so you half that.
Okay.
And then he's going to attack you a second time with like a, I guess
Bring it, fiend.
you can do the sword again, and that one's going to miss. The mage, sort of mage, the magic user, let us say, is going to look at Lyra, and they just raise up their, oh, let me actually, I think we're gonna do this one. Let me grab this one real fast.
Dun, 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 dun.
90 feet, sweet. It's not as helpful. I think, I used to forget that this class, they're really good at just ruining other people, including their party. You're like, oh, that's me. Probably shouldn't do that. Because it's always creatures. It's always creatures in the area. That's fine. So she's not gonna do that. Just lifts up the scimitar and is gonna go in and try and attack Simon to get fails to attack Simon.
Yes.
All right, and that's gonna put us at the archer's turn. One of them, they are going to pull out. They're just gonna like fire. Gonna try and pull away from the goblins and just grab a dagger and just try and stab some of the goblins. It's really rough when you're being mobbed by goblins. It's not fun.
Just a lot of elbows and knees.
Just a lot of elbows and knees. They managed to like land a solid stab into one of the goblins, which thankfully goblins don't have a ton of hit points, but unfortunately daggers only do this much.
Well, 2 of them got 5 extra hit points. So.
Yeah. So
Hang in there, guys.
they're like, ah, this is mean. And at that
got this.
moment, next up it is Lyra's turn, and then it'll be at that moment.
Oh, it's me
What
again?
Yep.
moment?
That's fine.
Okay, so who looks healthier next to Tad and Simon? The fighty guy or the mage?
The mage.
The mage looks healthier?
Yes.
Dissonant whispers on the mage.
Okay. DC 14. Let's see. Ooh. They save. Do they take half damage?
Half damage.
Okay.
10,
they
so
sort
they
of
don't have to run.
shake it off and look at you, and they're like, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Right. And bonus action, gonna dole out some more temporary hit points. So Tad, take 5 more, and then all 3 goblins. Because goblins with a lot of hit points are super annoying.
This is the worst. Okay. So now we have so much.
Better together.
Stronger together. We're a band.
Yeah.
You are. Why did I give you so many goblins? It's fine. At that moment, you all feel a slight tremor. Just a slight tremor. And then it gets stronger and stronger and stronger as suddenly between you, I guess it would really be between Lyra, but kind of emerging from the center of this battle, right where you hit that thunder or that shockwave attack, the ground splits open and a creature leaps out of it. You see, it is a large monstrosity. You see, it's sort of a large plated head, this big chomping jaw, and these massive clawed hands as a bullet comes out, a land shark. It is large and it lands on the ground and it is very hungry. And it doesn't care who's there. So it's gonna go for, as this is its deadly leap. So it, like, I have so many people to pick from. Okay, we're gonna roll this. It's gonna go for Anora. As it, actually no wait, sorry, let me count them again. No, it's gonna go even better. It's gonna go in between Tad and Simon as it leaps in and
Takes out the guy?
Takes out the guy. It's gonna try
to. Yes! Does this mean I get his blood all over me?
We'll see what happens. I mean, it's got a yeah. He grabs it with its bite attack.
Bathe in the spray of victory, betrayal blood, Simon.
Literally mouth swallows him, just leaps up and just leaps on top of him and goes
perfect. Yeah.
And then looks at you and Simon.
Yeah.
Which, him getting eaten or me bathing in the blood?
That's fine. Tad bathing in the blood is fine. It's just thing jumping up to the ground.
Yeah,
and
that's pretty scary.
I mean, Nora's
that guy's going down.
Kill this. Yeah. We have to kill it.
Yeah,
kill it. Kill
it. Ate it, gold and all.
No.
Damn it! It upstaged us.
Unacceptable. We gotta take this thing out. Also, it looks
you will
like
notice,
it would
though,
make pretty neat armor.
The tunnel that is left behind it is very smooth.
Of course it
is. And round.
Oh.
Like all of the tunnels that you saw.
I think this is the thing that's been making the tunnels.
Yeah.
Kill it.
Like none of you got a 10 on your check to know what it was.
We are a city band.
You are a city band. You are a city band. So actually, most of you probably aren't really sure what this is, but it has a big mouth, large chompy teeth, large plated armor kind of all the way along its back and its sides.
I want to wear it.
Massive
It's a chompy
talons.
mouther.
Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's a chompy mouther. I would say its talons are like half the size of Anora, probably. Like this thing.
Mouth is okay.
This thing is mean. This thing just swallowed a person whole, and chomped
swallow
them.
it. Okay.
Not quite.
Okay.
He like put it in its mouth and then just crushed him to death like a great white shark. They are referred to as land sharks, colloquially. So that's what you guys would know of them. Tad, it's your turn now.
Okay. I mean, I'm bathing in blood, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Are you still raging?
You are still raging.
How likely is it for me to stab it in its mouth, to get it to like eat my pike? If I can just like put my pike all the way in its throat.
Are you trying to
I'm
do
about
that like
to lose my pike, but will it bother its stomach, or is it like going to eat everything and not have a problem?
Give me a
Would I
quick
even know
nature
that?
check. Yeah, give me a quick
Okay.
nature.
I doubt it. Tad's not very smart. Oh,
Hey.
maybe.
With a 12, you suddenly are like, oh, land shark. It's totes a land shark. And you think that it probably can't digest your spear, but it would probably eat it without it shredding its insides, given that this thing can dig through tunnels through rock.
Yeah, okay. So I don't want to lose my spear then. Okay. But do I know the best way to approach it then if its entire body is covered in armor?
If you wanted to try and do like targeted attacks, I would give it a lower AC. If you wanted to like look for kind of where, if you imagine it's almost like an armadillo, so right, like these kind of overlapping plates. So if you want to try and target an attack, it'll make it harder for you. You'll have a disadvantage. But I would lower its AC, so you're slightly more likely to hit it. And
We could also just feed it the goblins and run.
you have many options in
They
this
are
moment.
members of the band.
Whether you want to fight this creature or not is 100% your choice.
What do you guys want to do?
Tad, it is your turn. What do you do?
All right. I'm going to stab it.
I'm going to point out you are raging. You will have the hardest time choosing to not engage in a fight.
I also just like bathed in blood. Saw it come up. I feel like a goddess. It has sacrificed my opponent. I'm into it. So I will stab it, thanking it for killing my enemy. Okay. So
by murdering it. I shall honor you through murder.
I will honor you through. I also want to wear it. I want to wear it for armor. So.
Nice.
Are you trying to target the attack at all?
Yeah, so like a soft spot.
You're aiming for sort of a soft spot. In both of those cases, you would successfully hit. So you kind of jam in, and you go for sort of like one of the plates, like between its shoulder and its neck, and like dig your spear in a little bit. So I will say go ahead, and you're adding +2. Add another 2 to that, to your damage. So roll your total damage, and we'll add 4. 7. All right, so with a 4, so at 11 damage, you just sort of get in and like leverage slightly.
Perfect. I love it.
Simon, seeing you do this, like stands next to you with his sword. This person has just been eaten, like the moulette's like, you're like doing that gross like swallowing thing, like owls, how they're swallowing a whole mouse.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, that's basically what it's doing. Is like it's and Tad's like Simon's like Tad, we shouldn't fight this. And he looks like he might try and book it.
Simon.
This thing made tunnels. Why aren't we running?
Don't you think it can run faster than us?
Well, I mean, there are more people here to eat than just us. We could just run. We also have a sled.
You're making such good arguments. I don't understand why you're not listening to them, Tad. You're like us sticking.
Well, Tad's like into this ritual. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I guess I wouldn't be arguing at all. I would be like, yes! And I'd be like covered in blood and just like bathing in the glory of this battle. So there's no way.
Tad being like Drax, the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, at the end, where he's just
if I am inside it, I'm actually like. Here's the thing. I don't know why they're saying that. I'm like, your insides are way softer and squishier. Like, if someone was inside me, they would be able to like completely destroy all of my organs, which would kill me.
Yeah,
sorry. Let me just complain about
shark.
why they were like, he's an idiot. I'm like, he's not.
Your logic is sound.
I want to go inside the land shark.
The trick is do you think you will survive the stomach acid or not? Or how long?
We're
Probably
friends with
not.
Lulu.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying, like, their argument was not as, like, I understood where Drax was coming from. you want to drag. Simon just sort of like shrugs, and he's gonna just go for like a solid kind of in the same sort of spot. He's like, I guess we're doing this.
Damn right we are.
Poor Simon.
He's gonna hit. That was.
Yeah,
I think he would.
Simon!
He is.
So I'm like obviously still stuck in this land shark, but I am definitely gonna shout words of encouragement at Simon. I'm just gonna be like, yes, Simon, I'm so proud of you!
Like, I don't understand your band. It's really weird. You just want to play the bassoon or kidnap people.
This is so metal!
The goblins, oh, the goblins. Oh no. The leader of the goblin, like, pulls away from the archer and looks at this boulette and is like, we should run away! And just turns around and is gonna start running. You will have time to try and convince them otherwise.
You have extra hit points. I can make you stronger.
What's a hit
Running
point?
away from.
Are you saying this human is braver than you?
The boss just, like, spear in hand, just stops and looks at you, Honora.
Never! Goblins, ride! And just
Stares over and tries to climb up this boulette. All three of them are gonna try and climb up. Not well. Oh, except the boss. He like gets up as he's like stepping on the other goblins and is like on the top of this creature, like gripping on for dear life. Yep, that's Honora. Well played.
Dear.
My turn?
That was the perfect thing to say to those goblins. Yep.
Yeah, that was perfect. Well done.
So if it is my turn now, then
Yes.
I will, is there any surface area left on the land shark?
Oh yeah, there's only one goblin actively on top of it. It's also a large monstrosity, and you are both small creatures.
I am going to, because I've goaded them into it, even though I should probably deal with this archer, I will follow them to the land shark and try to do a targeted short sword attack.
Okay. Do you want to get on top of it? Because if you want to take a turn to get on top of the thing and like stabilize yourself, because it does have eyes. The eyes are, as many things, like much
You
softer.
mean I can punch a shark in the eyes?
You could punch a
please.
shark in the eye.
Also, you have your like glass spiderweb sticky hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got my sticky hands.
yeah.
I'm gonna scamper up on that land shark.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics to get your way up onto this. You have advantage because you are using your sticky hands. All right, with the 17, you just like Spider-Man your way up the top of this, like one hand down, stabilize yourself. I'm gonna say that was your whole turn, but next turn, if you want to stab it like in the eye or anything, I will give you advantage.
Yes.
As you're on top, and this other goblin's like, the mage looks, the other group looks standing next to it. They're, or near this boulette. Their friend just got literally consumed. Looks at you and looks at the group, and immediately is like, we help you get rid of this, you don't murder us.
Deal.
Okay, and then they are going to take a animal form and just suddenly morphs into a dire wolf, or a large wolf.
Whoa!
Which they just like whoop, and suddenly there is a wolf there. Which, because you're all pack animals, gives them advantage. So they hit as they like climb in and like scrabble in and try and tear into this wolf, into the bullet, and all right. And the scout, seeing this happen, like, they back up slightly and pull, and they keep moving as far away as they can, but they draw their bows and are like, cool, we're gonna be over here then, shooting it from a distance. As they all take shots at it. Those will both hit. And that's 3 hits against it. Okay. And that's gonna put it at Lyra's turn.
Looking at the black, going, oh man, looks like you're just a shark in, or land shark in water.
Vicious mockery of the what? Yes!
That's amazing.
Because it's a wisdom save. It fails its wisdom save, and it's like,
Water? Where?
It looks really sad for a moment.
And doing this as the bonus action. Oh, and something I should mention with this bonus action where you get with the Mantle of Inspiration, if you guys want to, you can move your movement speed without taking an attack of opportunity.
That's really handy.
And so we'll just go around the party. So Tad, Nora, and Simon can all get 5, and I'm sitting pretty good right now, so I guess I'll give the last goblin that didn't have extra hit points.
They are such buff goblins now.
Yes.
They're like glowing a little bit. They've got like 17 hit points, which is more than double.
Yeah. They are beefy right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you guys want to move your movement speed, you can.
I am happy where I am.
That puts it at the bullet's turn. Okay. So it is going to, you see it, Tad, in front of you. It crouches as it is just going to dead leap 15 feet up in the air and jump down in front of you, realizing it's got all of these things on its back, trying to shake them off. Everyone give me a strength or dexterity save. Everyone except, I guess, in this case, Lyra, because Lyra is very far away, and the archers.
Yeah, I'm quite far away.
Do the gauntlets of spiderweb give me advantage?
Yes. Ooh, Simon falls over. Goblins 1 and 2.
20.
Wow. All right, with a nat 20 and a 25, both Nora and Tad are totally fine. Simon falls the fuck on his butt. One of the goblins falls off. The other goblin falls off. And the other goblin does not. The leader stays on. He's like,
Yeah,
oh, I am the best goblin. Okay.
Right.
So Simon is prone, takes a bunch of damage.
It's okay, he's buffed out. It's probably just burned his extra points.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. No. These guys hit real hard.
I'm really attached to Simon.
Yeah, don't die, Simon!
He like falls over, and one of the claws just like spears his leg, and like blood gushes out. And he's like, "Oh, why are we still fighting? This was a terrible idea." 2 of the goblins fall off, and even
Now
with
I'm
their
really
extra
ragey.
hit points, they get squished.
Oh no!
What?
Yeah, they are knocked prone and take 14 bludgeoning damage and 14 slashing damage.
How many one of them did?
2 of them, so everyone except the boss, they just get crushed.
No!
Those of you that saved, you will take 14, you take 7 bludgeoning and 7 slashing damage, which, Tad, you half both of those. Anara, I'm gonna say because you were on top of it, you don't actually take that damage.
Okay.
And you are pushed 5 feet back, Tad.
Oh boy, guys.
As it just like...
We need to run away now.
And there's just 2 goblins, one under each of its feet. Wow, they're just dropping like flies. Tad.
I mean, PB, the player, completely agrees with you guys, but Tad just watched Simon fall down and get skewered. Tad's not going anywhere at the moment, so you're gonna have to either convince her or drag her away or knock her out or something,
You
because
guys-
she's like loving this.
Did a lot of damage to it in
Okay.
the first round. Like you racked up 47 points of damage on this thing. So
I'm gonna go again. Yes, I'm gonna attack it again.
Okay.
This is what's happening. However, can I frenzy now that I've seen Simon
Yeah.
get stabbed?
You can technically frenzy whenever you want, but yes,
Okay.
100%. You go into a frenzy.
Okay, I've seen this. I am freaking out. Simon just got stabbed. I'm gonna frenzy the heck out of this, and I'm gonna attack here.
Okay. Yes, the 24 you will hit, and then you can make a second attack with
Perfect.
a second melee weapon attack.
Perfect.
As you were just like, what? This is the Drax moment where you're like, ah!
I'm just like, and then I still add 2 to each of
To
those,
each of
right?
those, yeah.
Okay.
So it's 9, and then the first roll, 20 and 20, you hit again. So 9 and 8.
Ah! So I'm just gonna continue to stab it in the same spot that I've been stabbing it in. You know, that
Yeah,
soft
you just-
spot where
you
I'm
just
just like,
Do it in the same place.
Yep. I'm
Um,
gonna wear you for armor.
Simon is gonna like breathe deep, knowing that like Tad is doing this for him. Briefly having seen his life flash before his eyes, he stands up on his turn, raises his sword up, and just goes in for 2 solid strikes. He nat 20s one of them,
Yes!
and the other one hits.
Simon!
You are doing so well.
And then, oh god, I gotta roll so many times. Math is hard. 21 plus a little bit more. It's then the goblin's turn afterwards, so I'll roll that attack in just a sec, and after that it'll be, Honora and the goblins actually act on the same turn. So Honora, if you wanna, what do you do? Well,
I want to punch it in the eyes!
Yes!
Okay.
Bam, 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 bam.
Well, do that. Is that normal or advantage? from
That'll be
attack?
your normal attack. Yeah.
Normal. 25.
And yeah, I was gonna say, and you have advantage, so 25. So you definitely hit on that one. And then what's your just a sec.
She's gonna blind it.
punch it, shark. That's for. Do we know the names of the goblins that were just crushed? We probably have names for them.
Yeah, you probably gave them names. I don't know if you
Yeah.
ever asked them what its names were.
That's for Spiny!
Yep.
Also, okay, so your first attack, 6 damage. You get your second attack. If you wanted to spend a key point, you could do 2 more.
Yeah, you know I'm doing that. So I will do. And that's
That'll hit, 21.
for Squiggly!
one attack for each of them.
And that's there. Do the thing. And yes, then I will use my key points to do the same thing again. So just waiting.
Yes.
Yeah, you
on
get
it
3 attacks.
Okay.
And its eyeballs. I love it.
That is great.
Just like into its eyeballs.
Also, new song, potentially, Shark Punch.
Mm.
I like it.
And I'm giving you advantage because you were on top of it. So the 23 hits. So roll your last set of damage.
Holy
8.
crap.
Nice.
That was plenty.
21
Um,
damage.
21 damage as Honora on top of it. You punch through its eyeball and into its brain.
Yes!
As like, and then just all the way, like your entire halfling arm into its body. The goblin like doesn't, like at that point, thinks that it's attacking and is like stabbing it with its spear, but it doesn't matter. And the bullet like rears up briefly for the moment and like its body sort of spasms slightly and it collapses down. I will say Tad and Simon, give me reactions. Give me dex saves.
Don't I have
Dex or strength?
something for this? I
You do
think?
have advantage.
And danger sense, does this count for that?
I can't give you more than advantage.
What
and
am I
Simon
rolling,
makes it.
athletics or
You are
dex?
rolling a dex or strength saving throw to just not get crushed as this bullet body collapses. You succeed. As you and Simon like see the body rear up and just like jump back, and Inara, you are standing there, elbow deep in a boulette skull.
Yes.
And battle is over. What? With that, we will leave initiative. The creature is dead. The mage, the druid, she will turn back into a person. And like
how many
gives.
of them are left?
There are 3 of them left. Tad, what do you do? Oh, do we drop out of initiative? Never mind. Let me get these cards
that's
back.
why I was asking. Like, I don't know if I would
she
drop out of
probably
initiative
would
yet.
not. So next up, then, given that, everyone's gonna kind of hesitate then.
Everybody
Because
just looks at each other.
Yeah.
yeah, they're
Oh,
just
I
sort
won't
of
hesitate.
ready. Lyra, you will go next then.
I will hold a vicious mockery for if one of them starts attacking my friends, that one shall get mocked viciously.
And Tad, what do you do?
I'm gonna attack the mage.
The druid right next to you?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Go for
It's
it.
a direwolf. You gotta
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm wearing a pelt. I don't know what you're thinking.
Roll it.
Bam!
13. Oh god, let me find more stats, sorry. Okay. Yeah, they could totally do that. 13. You will miss. You do not have
Damn.
advantage. You will miss. However, they
Can I-
definitely just saw you attack them.
Can I use my bonus action though to try to do it?
Yeah, you're frenzy.
still in a
You
frenzy?
can. Yeah,
Yeah,
you are
okay,
definitely
okay.
still in a frenzy.
Okay.
You can go in. The 15 will hit.
Yeah.
So stab it. Roll your damage. Oh, you did 7. So 9.
that's- But then, yeah, there you go.
Okay. We gotta-
Sorry, guys, I'm frenzied.
It's fine.
Tad wouldn't stop.
Um,
I don't even know if Tad heard you say we wouldn't kill them. So.
Oh, probably not. Probably not.
Gotta get that shit in writing.
Yep.
There I go killing again.
Whoops.
Whoops. I'm just so good at killing.
How do you think she got this oversized armor? Like, it's not hers.
Can't wait for your boulette armor. All right. Yeah. That puts it at Simon's turn, and Simon's like, wait, what? So he's not gonna act on this turn because he doesn't understand what's happening anymore. He was under the impression that they weren't killing each other now, but maybe you are killing each other. The goblins, though, the goblin, I should say.
Promised the goblin.
The goblin is like, oh, more fighting! And is gonna leap off the boulette and just stab the wolf. And he's gonna miss. Inara.
I just want to back that poor goblin up. He is an effing survivor. Laura respects him. She feels partially responsible for the death of Spiny and Squiggly, so she will just back him up. That's what she's gonna do. So
Okay.
if he's put himself in bodily harm, then she's gonna have to back him up. Short sword on the wolf.
Okay.
Not great.
That will miss. No, that will
Yeah.
miss.
It's an arm, but I do get the punch, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah. You still, sorry, you always get that. That is your bonus action, unless you use bonus action for something else. That will also miss.
Yeah,
Your
I mean,
good
it's
rolls
a
were
lot.
earlier. And it's gonna the wolf's gonna attack. Unfortunately, no longer are you allies, so
Yep.
being a wolf is and nat 20.
I'm viciously mocking it though.
I mean, I want to
Okay.
shield the goblin if I can, so I will try to take the hit if I can.
It's attacking Tad.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, that was
Bring
a
it
bad
on.
choice.
I'm wearing your brother. Yes. I know it was a nat 20, and I'm probably about to get eaten, but it's fine.
All the damage is
19
half free.
damage, and it's half damage. As it just leaps in with just going for your throat. For your throat. The
Did it make its wisdom save?
yeah, I was like, I knew I needed to roll something else. It did. It did make its
Okay.
wisdom save.
It did not take a point of.
It did not feel bad about itself for a moment. Okay, in which case, the scouts, seeing you attacking them, Tad, both of them, like, are going to shoot arrows at you. Which, they can shoot a bunch of arrows. They're just gonna let loose the arrows of war. The first one, they'll hit you once, and the second one, they will also hit you once. And so you will take 12 damage, piercing, so half that.
Okay. Okay.
Damn, you fucking barbarians.
And your rages.
Thanks.
All right, Lyra.
All right, so I will go ahead and mock the archer to the right, whichever that one is.
Okay. We will say that is the one that has been quite injured. Oh, that one just sort of like slumps to a knee and is like,
You need better contract negotiations.
You're right. We're really bad at this. I can't even read. I don't know how to read a contract. I rely on my friends. I have bad
you poor
friends.
thing.
This breakdown.
They just start crying.
Mantle of inspiration to Simon, Tad.
Oh, good.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
If people who need it, give it to the goblin. Give
The
it
goblin.
to the goblin.
The goblin hasn't been hit at all. You're giving him another 5 hit
About
points.
that goblin.
What's his name?
Uh,
You
Boss
care
man.
about him? Do you know his name? What?
His name's
Frosty?
Boss Man.
What is it?
Boss man.
Boss man.
Man, I love it.
Call me
Boss
boss.
man's great.
Man. He's got to be
Boss.
our manager when all of this is done. He's got to be in
Yes.
charge of the money.
He's our stage manager.
It's gonna happen.
He's got 23 hit points. He hasn't been hit once.
And I guess I'll give myself. I mean, like, I'm good. I haven't been hit yet, and I still have 10 temporary.
No.
So why don't you take them, Honora? Take 5 more temporary hit points.
Okay.
This is the last one I can do, and you're up close. I'm far away right now.
So we get 5 back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 temporary
Okay.
hit points. Yep.
49.
Thank you
Tad,
for that.
it's your turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stab this wolf.
Okay,
I'm gonna.
you can stab it twice.
I'm gonna stab it twice. Okay. Does that work? Is that what I meant to do?
You miss the first one.
Oh my
and
god.
You hit the second one. Oh no, you don't have advantage. You
No.
missed the second one. Your javelin, when you stab with that nat one, just like bink, into the ground, and it gets stuck there for a moment. And you're like, oh no, oh no. Oh, I forget I have advantage against hacking you. That's right, because you're frenzying. Oh no, you're not. You're not reckless attacking. That's
Yeah.
different.
No.
Which, okay. I mean, Simon is gonna hold back and he's gonna be like, Tad, we said we were gonna stop fighting them. Tad, are you gonna try and kill her?
I don't know if Tad would be able to respond right now, to be honest. I think Tad is just like in a frenzy and a rage and just like, "Ah!" So I don't think Simon can take what he wants from that, but
Oh, yeah, I think doing that, because Inara agreed, he remembered that, and like, these were people he worked with, so he's gonna like, try and grab you and stop you, and be like, Tad, and like, grab your attacking arm and being like, we're stopping now, we're done. So give me a strength save.
okay.
Busy switch.
He's pretty
With his-
strong.
Oh my
With his
god.
3 strength. Oh, you did good with the 25. I rolled really well, but his is not good enough.
Oh no. No.
And like you get like you stop for just a moment enough to look him in the eye. He is not holding you, but you are looking at him, and that's how you will start your next turn.
Okay.
So you're just sort of there for a moment, eyes locked on Simon.
Oh my.
I know,
Oh
I know,
my.
I know. Simon might have a little crush. It's fine. The goblins, though, they don't care. The goblin boss man, he's like, I'm boss man, stab, stab, and he's gonna go in for a stab, and he's gonna hit. And it's gonna hurt.
He has so many hit points now.
He does. He's feeling it. He's soups feeling this. Honora.
Okay, so this is a little. So Boss Man seems really confident.
He's super confident.
So, like, I'm gonna back him up. Like, I want to like kind of almost wait to take action.
You can hold an action.
But I kind of feel like the next thing Honora would do would be to try to throw glitter at Tad to see if it like snaps her out of her reverie.
Okay.
So that's I think I don't know if that's a reaction or a full action.
All you're doing right now is setting the scene as she's staring into Simon's eyes. I just want you to know they're both covered in blood, and now you're just gonna throw glitter on them.
Honora, you throw glitter, and somehow
we needed some careless whisper.
Somehow it forms like a heart shape behind them. Like your glitter, like you throw it 2 hands, and it just sort of like this little heart shaped arc of glitter in the background behind them. There's still the glowing disco orb rock like on the ground, and it lights up the glitter as Tad is like, Simon's like, Tad, you have to stop. You're better than this. Interrupting that moment is going to be a wolf snapping at Tad's leg. And it's going to miss. It's like, it's distracted by the glitter. It's like, and the scouts are going to pause for a moment. And they're gonna shoot, but I think they're gonna have disadvantage. They miss as these arrows fly past and go wide. With the glitter.
Now we've got arrows intersecting the heart.
Yeah. There's one arrow just like slow motion flies through the heart for no reason.
Can you feel the glitter?
And Lyra, it's your
Here
turn.
we are.
Oh, and Lyra's inspired by this.
Yeah, it's kind of epic.
Wait, I think I can do something here.
I think you can too. And you have my permission.
No, well, I'm gonna, because I think I can use prestidigitation to make like small sounds.
Yeah.
And so there is gonna be a little bit of careless whisper going on.
There's suddenly background music. Tad, it's your turn. What do you do?
It's very romantic.
Simon is holding your arm. He does not restrain you at all. Like, you can turn around and stab and frenzy. You see sort of glitter floating in the air, catching this light. There is a lilting tune in the background that stirs some part of your soul. There's arrows flying past you. There's blood all down your faces, like a scene from Dragon Age. What do you do?
I would like to maintain eye contact with Simon. And I'm going to calm down, and I'm going to slowly put my pike down. And I'm going to say to Simon, I never thought anyone could calm that storm.
He
And then I will.
blushes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just,
So slick.
It's amazing. Stands there and makes this noise. The wolf like backs up slightly, gets all the way back to the archers and turns back into the druid and is like, barbarian rage.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I feel like the bullet corpse will probably get you guys a pretty penny if we all want to try and get out of here alive. Sorry about trying to kidnap one of your friends. It's just a job.
It's fine. Really, it's fine. It's no
Cool
big
now?
deal. But I bet we could all take a plate off this land shark.
Yeah, this is gonna be, and so
Yeah.
I'll just start prying these
Yeah.
plates off of the boulette. And gutting it, and they're like, oh, here, take this part. It's extra delicious. And
Definitely gonna keep the skull. I
Oh,
keep
yes.
the skull.
so do you just try and drag the whole corpse out with you? Like at this point,
I mean, if we
Can
could,
we?
we got enough people.
you slowly, yeah, it would be a squeeze. Although you could just
Yes,
like try and
okay.
take the boulette tunnels back.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
he
Yeah.
fits.
We can almost like ride it like a sled down the tunnels.
That's amazing. Does anybody have a water spell where we could just like wetten the cave and just ride him out?
There's like an oil slick spell or something, I think. Grease, that's right.
Yeah.
Is that on the...
Grease him and let's ride him on out of here like the warriors we are.
Lola, come on. You know Grease, right? Come
Um, when you say it's a wizard spell, perfect. You say grease and Lulu just goes, is the word, and just suddenly the floor is slick.
Oh
And
god.
she casts grease for you.
Yes.
And with that, you ride the bullet tunnels eventually to the surface. You
Because that's how
drag.
physics works.
That is
Yeah.
how physics works. You just have to get a long enough down to get the up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of pushing. There's just a lot. At one point, there's just everyone's getting out and pushing. And with that, you will make your way back to the town. You bruised and bloodied, in a little worse for wear. The other group, they will kind of take their leave of you somewhere in the forest before you make it all the way back. They're like, you probably shouldn't be in that town. Simon will come with you. Yeah, the goblin will be like,
We're gonna stay in here. I think I left the rest of my crew all
Oh,
dead.
but-
I'm gonna need some more goblin friends.
But if you want to come be our band manager, we would love to have you in our troupe.
You're
Boss,
very
boss man.
hearty and you seem to inspire people.
Yeah,
I'm
and also
sorry.
you're really good with money.
Band manager?
Yeah, meaning
Yeah.
you take money from stupid humans so that we can perform.
Oh, that sounds awesome!
Yes! And you get all the panty hats you could ever want.
Yep.
Penny hats?
We'll even embroider one that says boss man on it. Yeah, just for you.
I'm the best goblin. I'm coming with you. Okay.
High fives.
Everywhere we go, we get new bandmates.
Oh my god! Why are we like this? Why are we?
you get back into the town, and you meet up with Elaine and her sister back at their tavern. And Elaine's like, I have good news and bad news for you. Good news, I got you a really good slot in the festival.
Yes. Is it against Bardance?
That was kind of the bad news. She's on the main stage, and you're going to be in one of the other stages, but it's at prime time. So
So we just have to outperform
outperform
Bardance. Is that what you're
Bardance
saying?
Knowles. Yeah.
That is not bad news, darling.
what?
That is the best news.
We've
We've
got
been
this.
practicing this whole
We've
time.
got this.
She like points at the goblin like, new band
He's our new
member?
manager. Yep,
He's our
new
manager.
manager. Yep.
I'm glad you have a manager finally.
Yeah, really the perfect job for a goblin, to be honest.
Okay, so great. Well, your performance will be like you tomorrow night. Welcome to stay at my sister's place. Am I still performing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, you are
Yes.
performing.
Yes,
Come on.
Okay.
You know
of
you
course.
want.
All right.
Also, Lulu is totally out for the count, so we're down a bandmate. We need you.
Yeah.
And we've
Who's
got
like,
Simon
no, I
on
got
bassoon.
this. Like, yeah, we figured out that the stuff they just kept drugging her like over a long period of time, and then I think
Oh,
she got
gosh.
into their alcohol. Turns out
Oh.
dragonborns can't really digest certain types of alcohol.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Lulu's
would
always taking risks.
yeah.
yeah.
So she's gonna be drunk for like
to know.
48 hours.
That's fine. She can be in the audience and she can be our biggest fan.
That's going to be a hell of a hangover.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll see you tomorrow night then, or I guess tonight. We're
Sounds
gonna
great.
practice. Okay.
Yeah, we're practicing.
Yep.
And
Okay.
let us now cut to
Yes.
how I want to end this run. Time passes. You rest up. You have all your spells and all your hit points back. You have practiced. Your performance is going to start. In the crowd, you hear the sounds of people. It's bustling. The act before you was good, but was pretty traditional. Like it was a much more classical musical performance. And it is time for you to take the stage.
Okay.
The MC announces, and now, performing on our stage, we are pleased and proud to bring forth one of the newest acts that is found in this region, one of the best, one of the brightest, one of the most inspiring and unique, the Right Clique.
And the crowd goes?
And we've manufactured a right click logo out of the spider web and the glitter.
Yes.
So that's our new backdrop.
I only have one request, and that is that I fashioned like out of the spider web, I want to be wearing like a neck string or whatever, and I want to have fashioned actual like leveling drums from the sand shark
You
scales.
have real drums.
I have a real drum set now. I'm not banging on my armor.
And I will have cast light on a few of the
Yes.
glitter pieces inside of the right click spiderweb glittery thing.
And we are going to play a song no one's ever heard before. It is Blood and Glitter.
Yes.
Please describe to me what this performance looks like. I'm also going to say this is purely narrative. There will be no roles. I just want to know what this looks like.
Okay.
I think. Oh, we don't have. Oh, I do have silent image now. Okay. So I can use silent image to show Tad in her epic fight against the land shark. But with lots of glitter.
Yes, obviously. So much
And-
glitter.
We're going to transition right from blood and glitter into love by a land shark.
And at the point of transition, Honora's going to be climbing on the web up here, because she's doing her sort of interpretive dance in the air. But at the point where we're killing the shark with the silent image, she will leap off.
Yeah.
Punch it in the eye, and then land for the transition.
And she's got to do the glitter heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at some point, I would like the dead body that we dragged halfway through that thing to be puppeted.
The
Yep.
other-
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. I want that to be. Even if we hired help to just have this like.
Well, I figure Boss Man, a couple of his friends that he left
Yeah, that's
behind.
actually great. Yeah, Boss Man, that would be great because then
Boss
people
Man
can't see him.
found
But
some
I
more
want it to be
goblins.
like a very dramatic, sad, like interpretive dance with this puppet body that we have covered in glitter and blood and bile and all that stuff.
Yes.
Like, I want that, that. And then I have an actual set of drums, and surprisingly, I've managed to find some rhythm on them, and they make different sounds, and it's good.
And how do you conclude your performance? You've had a reenactment of the bullet fight. You've had a romantic moment. You've had a grotesque, depressing, interpretive dance. How does this end?
The only way that it should end, with at the bottom of the stage, coming up, spraying up, is blood and glitter.
Yes.
There is a splash zone as a fountain that you have crafted of blood and glitter. It's maybe fake blood. Sprays out of around you. You strike your poses. The light blares. You hit your final note. And thus concludes the performance of Right Click.
Yes.
And that brings us to the end of our series. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I was really glad you didn't try and keep fighting the druids, because druids are HP sinks.
Yeah.
Because they turn back to humans and then they have all their HP again.
Oh no.
You would have just been wailing on her forever.
All it takes is glitter.
All it takes is glitter and you're better together.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for watching this show. I'm going to read our donations that came through in the second half. We'll give a few quick announcements and then say where you can find everybody next. Because you are all so wonderful and amazing, you should continue to check them out in all of the places. As I gesticulate and smack this microphone cord. Sorry. It's fine. No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. The first one that came through after our break is from Paladin Hulk. Is with $5.69. Hi, Lauren. Hi, everyone. Just doing my part to keep the channel going. Aww. 07.
Thank you, Paladin.
Thank you, Paladin. William TW with another 25. An Ettercap on a stick. You gotta love this show. Less than 3. It's not what I thought would happen with that body. And I'm very okay with it. Pumpkin 1 with 1428. Please generate own message. Who would like to generate a message? Do it, Cheryl. I saw you make a face.
I do.
What's the message?
Their love runs on more than 8 legs.
Glanties. Like glitter panties.
Glanties.
Glanties. That's better.
You come up with something
Hashtag
there.
Glanties.
Hashtag glanties. Because that also sounds like glamour panties. Like
Yeah,
glitter glamour
it does.
panties.
Yeah.
William TW with $10. Also, these goblins are perfectly adorable. So brave and all. You mean goblin? Goblin? Out of 5
only
goblins,
surviving
I had 6. 1 made it out alive. In fairness, I thought 0 would make it out alive because they would just murder them all up front.
Boss man is great.
Yes, he
Yes.
is.
He's our new manager.
Handed Monkey Wrench with $100. Thank you so much. Here's some more help for the goals. Hashtag goals. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Void Smoker with $50. So glad I made it in time for the finale. Chaos and Chords for Right Click Mystique. Or Right Click
Thank
Mystique.
you.
Thank you, Void Smoker. I also love your fan art. Right Click Groupie with $5.55. Please make up a message. Also, you're all awesome. Megan, you get to make up this message.
Oh, this is just gonna be blood and glitter forever as the bumper sticker on all the wagons around.
Which has like blood splatters on it, and then it's made in a glitter font.
Yes.
Boss Man Panty Goblin with $5.55.
There is no message here, but I'll say one as the goblin is like, I don't care about anyone. Humans are dumb. Let's take money from them.
Yes. Best manager ever.
Good mindset.
One more. I am refreshing. Refresh. Slow. There we go. Okay, and then William _W with $25 and thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that was all of our donations. Thank you for all of your support. And we are going to quick announcements about Geek Space. We will be back next week with first episode of Leviathan Season 3 on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Friday, we will be live doing BFF, the Best Friends Forever. It is going to be a one-shot of a RPG that is up on Kickstarter.
Just forget to mention behind the screens too.
Oh, Behind the Screens will be before Leviathan on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, where Anna and I will be talking about how to play and run tabletop RPGs. It is Tabletop RPG 201. And then we, on the 26th of May, we will be doing a fundraiser as well, so we will be talking about that sometime on Friday during a wine down, in which we drink wine and talk and wind down. And with that, let's say where we can find everybody next. Oh, we haven't started with Megan yet, so let's start with Megan.
Hi guys, so Dr. Megan Connell. I'm found on YouTube and Twitch at Geeks Like Us, and on Twitter at MeganSideE.
PB.
I just want to say thanks first. Thank you to this amazing cast. Thank you to our wonderful GM. Thank you to everybody behind the scenes at GeekSpaceTV that made this happen. Thank you to you guys for being here. Like this has been so fun and quite an experience. Pumpkinberry, you can find me at twitch.tv/pumpkinberry and on Twitter at pumpkinberry as well. And I love you guys.
Love you too.
Cheryl.
Thank you, everybody. I am Cheryl, aka Muppets Aphrodite, on Twitter and Twitch. I'm a Twitch affiliate streamer, usually Sundays 10 a.m. doing chill streaming, Stardew, etc. with my puppets, Sprinkles and Mo. And then during the day, I am a user experience designer specializing in natural user interfaces, voice, and you can check out ideaplats.com if you want to see more about my talks and workshops around the world on those subjects. So thank you so much again to Geek Space. This has been fantastic.
Yeah,
And Right Clique forever.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you guys.
Random Tuesday. You can find me at Random Tuesday on the internet, and thank you everybody for being part of this adventure, for being like, yeah, we'll come back and do this again.
You will? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
But the audience, we will see you again shortly. Have a wonderful day-night cycle. Thank you for everybody at the Geek Space.
Stay fabulous.
Blood and glitter!